Hey everybody, Brent back with everyone's favorite segment where we look at Harmon Killebrew and a local brew in what I've cleverly tagged Killebrew'n. And in today's episode, it's a big one, guys, not gonna lie. I have had a goal that has been met, a box that has been ticked, and a set that has been completed. We're going to get into that. But first, our sponsor for today's KILLEBREW'n episode is brought to you by the fine folks at D's Wicked Cider. That's right, D's Wicked Cider, brewed here in beautiful Kennewick, Washington. This is brewed literally 5 minutes from my house. Just notice how cloudy that cider is. It tastes like a glass of apple pie, fresh pressed and delicious. D's Wicked Cider, Kennewick, Washington. He would agree. So I'm going to show you my complete 1955 to 1975 Topps Playing Days base cards. In further segments, I will show you his leaders cards, his cards he shared with other players, his jumbo size, some of his oddball cards. But for now, I'm going to show you his playing day base top cards. And of course, we're going to have to start off with his 1955 rookie. It's a classic card, one of the best of that set. No bias here. I think most would agree. What a gorgeous set and a fantastic card. Moving on, we have his 1956 Grayback. I might upgrade this someday. As you can see, it's in a 6 with a qualifier, off-center from top to bottom. I've had this for quite a while and might upgrade it someday, but I'm in no hurry. Next we have a blank space. What? More to come in a moment. Next, the 57 Top Senators team. So this is his only 57 card because in 1955 and 56, he was signed directly out of high school in what was called the bonus baby program, which meant that you signed these players, but you had to keep them on your major league roster for 2 years. So once those 2 years were up, they sent him to the minors to get some added playing time. Of course, makes sense. He is in this card though. He's in the third row, fifth from the right. Next we have his 58 Topps. And I hope you like this picture because you get it again in 59. Moving on to his 1960 card, the last of the Washington Senators, because in 61 they moved to the friendly confines of Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's why he doesn't wear a hat. It was before the days of airbrushing hats, so they just took it without the hats. Moving on, 1962. 63. This was a tougher one to get in a decent grade, decent quality with a high number. These can get kind of pricey, but a fantastic card is 63 Topps. 64. Love that green. Love that stern look in his eye. One of my favorites is 65. 65 is just a great set with the pennant. Just a great looking shot. Moving on to a 66 and a near mint 7. 67 is 68, also in a near mint 7. And a 69. That is one of the best looking 4s I've seen. Sometimes it's about the card. Actually, a lot of times it's about the card and not the grade. And this is a prime example. 1970, fantastic looking near mint 8. 71, that's a great looking card. We all know how hard these are to grade. 1971 with the black borders. 72, one of my favorites, if not my favorite card of his, is the 73. That pose, the card style, one of my favorite sets of tops is 73. Just a great looking shot. Similar to the Clemente card, is that batting in action. 74. And last but not least, we have the 75 base. And also that year, of course, was the mini set. So, without further ado, to fill this empty space, I would like to show you the 1956 white back. It's in a 2, but for good reason, because these are not cheap. And this was very good looking for a 2. Obviously the corner. But these are not cheap, hard to get, hard to find, decently graded. As you may or may not know, in 56, they were mass produced in gray backs, but then there was a few white backs that are harder to come by. So that was the one that I was waiting for, the 1956 white back. And I'm happy to say I have it, which then completes my run from 1955 to 1975. As Mel Allen would say, how about that? This is Brent, your Mint Musings. Have a good one, everyone.